In this video, I'm going to tell you why you're the problem and it's not them, it's you. Now, you can leave me a little hate comment section and be like, blah, blah, blah. Sophia, I can't believe you, blah, blah, blah. Or you can learn from this video. The choice is yours. The choice is always yours on this channel, baby boo. But let's get into it. The first one is that you're bitter and you're jealous. You see Amanda over there, and Amanda is glowing. Amanda is living her best life. Amanda has a workout routine. Amanda looks gorgeous, okay? You see Amanda, and you're like, I wish I could be like her. I wish I could be like Amanda. You see Joe over there, and Joe is lifting like a motherfucker, and you're like, broken lift. But what do? Instead of being like, okay, let me take some notes, see what I can do to achieve that too. Like, that's so cool that they have that they can do that. Like, I want to do that too. Like, what do they do every day so I can do that? You resort to talking shit. And that's sad. That's so sad. I'm going to speak on behalf of females here because I'm a female, okay? But women do this a lot. I see women doing this a lot. It's like women have this like weird competition with each other, and I fucking hate this shit. Like, I don't even know why women are so competitive with each other, especially over men. That's some dumb shit, okay? Like, that's laughable. Competing over men is crazy. But even just like hating. Like, women hate on other women so fast. And actually, my previous job, when I first started, I was new. I didn't know anybody, so I was very quiet, but I was also really nice to people. Like, I was just trying to get to know people and make friends. Like, I'm not a fucking hater, okay? Like, I'm not trying to go out there and like seek out enemies and make enemies and be like, ooh, who's better than me? Ooh, like this person. Like, no, I don't do that shit, okay? So I was just really raw and authentic, and I was trying to make friends. But I was having this like weird, like intuitive feeling. Like, I was getting this strange feeling like every time from the women that it's like they're waiting for me to fuck up. Like, they were reaching, they were trying to find anything that they could use against me. And you guys, lo and behold, the very first night that I had like a whole emotional breakdown, it was just like a really bad night. All the women were like, Sophia, I fucking hate that shit. I don't know why this happens, but stop being a fucking hater, okay? This is my number one point, man or woman, like, I don't care. Stop being a fucking hater. Use that jealousy to elevate your own life, okay? I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that you'll never be envious of anybody. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that I never get jealous of anybody. Like, that is not true. You guys, I'm so honest. Like, I'm a jealous girly, okay? I envy a lot of people all the time. I'm like, oh, like, she has this. Oh, he can do that. Oh, like, I'm competitive with people, absolutely. But it's never to the point where I'm a hater and I'm going to hate on them and trash them and try to find the worst in them. And I don't do that shit. I don't play that game. If I am envious of somebody, I use that as my fuel to become better. So if I see Amanda and her body looks amazing, I'm like, damn, Amanda has a lot of self-control, because that means Amanda is eating a lot of really good food, okay? Food that she maybe doesn't want, but she's eating it to look good. Amanda has a lot of discipline, because that must mean that Amanda goes to the gym at least 4 times a week. Good job, Amanda. I want to be like Amanda, so I'm going to start doing that shit, okay? This is how I approach that, okay? I never make group chats and texts and be like, oh my God, did you say blah, blah? That's some sad fucking behavior that I wish everybody fucking stopped doing, because that's just sad as shit. There's like a million fucking degrees in this car. Okay, the next reason why your personality is the problem is because you're negative as fuck. Anytime somebody tries to talk to you, it's always like, yeah, but, and yeah, but like, and you're always complaining, you're always nagging, and it's like, it's not fun, okay? And what I will say about this is, like, I feel like everybody is way too serious these days. I don't know what the fuck it is, but everybody has a giant stick up their asshole these days. I don't know what happened to people. Nobody is really playful anymore. People that I do meet that are actually playful and they're like kind of like, oh, take shit more lightly. I have such a better time talking to these people. It's so much more enjoyable to be around these people, because they are not taking life too seriously. They are not like, oh my God, this is the end of the world. And oh my God, can you believe, like, I met some pretty fucking angry people to get like upset over like the littlest like thing, and like everybody gets upset over stuff all the time, right? I do too, okay? But I'm not really talking about that. Like, I'm saying these people they complain about the littlest shit all the fucking time consistently, that shit gets old. I'm telling you guys right now, I used to do that, and nobody's gonna fucking like you, right? I complain, don't get me wrong, like, I complain all the fucking time, but I make it a joke, like, I make it funny, I try to make myself enjoyable to listen to while I'm complaining, I make myself digestible, like, I make myself, like, interesting at least, but some of these motherfuckers out here, like, negative as fuck, like, no. This next one ties in with what I just said, but you play victim. You play victim, okay, because everything bad that ever happens is somebody else's fault. It's never your fault. It's always Amanda's fault, because how dare Amanda be so fucking gorgeous? How dare she be? Babe. This is not cute behavior. I'm sorry. Like, the victimhood mindset, I don't care, like, what subject this comes down to, whether it's, like, financial, or, like, you're comparing yourself, or it's, like, it's always somebody else's fault, but it's never yours. You're never responsible for anything. Like, as if, like, you're not in control of your life and what you do. Like, yes, you are. You're in control. You make choices every single day, and those choices make up your life. So if you don't like how your life looks like, change something. You guys understand that victims, they never win, okay? They just tell sad stories. And why would you want to live that life? Why would you want to live like that? Why would you want to live like that? I wouldn't. I don't want to be like 80 years old on my deathbed and be like, yeah, I spent my whole life being a victim. Sad as shit. I don't want to die like that. Next one is that you're lazy and entitled, okay? You think you're deserving of shit, but you don't even show up for yourself. Why do you deserve anything? No, seriously, why do you deserve anything? Because there's people who are working 10 times, 100 times harder than you at the same thing that you want. They have the same goal you have, and they are actively putting in the work every single day. No matter how they feel, they put in the work, because to them that goal is so fucking important. They want to reach it, and they're pouring everything they got into it. And here's you just thinking that you could, like, sit there with a crystal on, like, your fucking yoga mat and manifest. You're gonna manifest. Guys, I believe in manifestation, okay, I do. I think it's important to have the right mindset, but also, like, put your ass behind it, because you acting lazy, you not actually taking any physical action in your 3D world is not going to bring you anywhere. You're not going to manifest shit. You actually need to do stuff, and you always need to remember that there's people who are working 10 times harder than you at the thing that you want. Okay, always remember that when you fall into these, like, oh, like, I just feel like I'm so deserving of this. Why do you feel like you're deserving when there's, like, 100 more people that are more deserving than you of this? It's harsh, but it's true. So stop being lazy and stop acting entitled as if, like, the world owes you something. The world doesn't owe you shit. It's all about what you do, what actions you take every single day. And with this, I want to say the world is very fucking unfair. But don't let that bring you down. Don't let that stop you. And don't let that turn you into a victim, okay? This is like a very slippery slope, and all of this is like a chain reaction. It connects. So, you guys, don't let this make you a victim. Don't let this make you feel like, oh my God, like, life is just so unfair and I can't get anything. Yes, like, with that mindset, if you give up so fast, if you have no resilience, like, yeah, you're not gonna get anything. No one owes you shit. Put your ass behind whatever the fuck that you're trying to do. Okay, next one. Okay, you talk too much, but you do too little. I'm looking at my list. Okay, you announce goals that you never act on. Okay, this is sad, and I've talked about this before in one of my other videos, but, like, when you announce goals to people, like, your close friends, like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and you're so, like, adamant about those goals, like, you're going to do all that, and your friends are like, hell yeah, bro, like, let's go, like, yeah, woo, and then you never do it. Like, how do you think your friends perceive you after this? Not even that, but, like, you just looking at their perception of you, like, you're gonna feel shitty about yourself. And I'm talking about this because I've done this before. I've definitely, like, overshared, announced all my goals, and then when I didn't follow through on what I said I was going to do, I felt so shitty about myself. Okay, this really brought me down, because first of all, I didn't stay true to myself. I made promises to myself that I couldn't keep, but second of all, like, I was low-key embarrassed in front of other people, and there have been people in my life who actually held me accountable and said, yo, like, 6 months ago, a year ago, you said you were going to do this, why haven't you done it? And that shit is the most eye-opening shit, and it's embarrassing as fuck. to have your friends tell you that type of shit, but I'm so glad that they did because they're calling me out on my bullshit. So stop oversharing your goals, okay? I'm not saying that you should never share what you're working on or what you want to do, but you gotta be very smart about who you're telling your goals to, right? You gotta tell the right people about your goals, okay? If these people are supportive and they keep you accountable, like, yes, tell those people. Don't be telling random motherfuckers, okay? But also, like, follow through on the things that you said that you were going to do. Instead of, like, talking about your goals, actually work on them, okay? Because the reality is, quiet people outwork you. Quiet people win. Quiet people are behind the scenes putting in all the work. Quiet people are not the people that are at the gym posing in the mirror and posting it on Snapchat. Look at me. I'm at the gym. I used to do this shit. That's why I'm calling you out. Look at me. I'm at the gym. Like, quiet people don't do this shit. Quiet people go to the gym and nobody knows that they even went to the gym. They don't even really talk about it. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, like I went to the gym. It's not a big deal. Also, since we're on the subject, cockiness, stop being cocky. I met a lot of people who are like, oh my God, look at me. Oh my God, look at how everybody loves me. Some people are like unintentionally cocky. Like they're not trying to be cocky, but they come off that way anyway because they think so highly of themselves and they think that everybody thinks very highly of them. You have to be really careful. There is nothing wrong with confidence, okay? There is nothing wrong with you being confident in yourself and you knowing your shit. But you gotta be humble. There's gotta be a balance. I've met people who are like super like, I know my shit. Yeah, I know. Like, look at me. I'm so hot. I'm so gorgeous. I'm all this. Like, good for you. Like, yeah, everybody can see that. But also, like, you're kind of ruining it right now because you're acting like a cocky motherfucker, even if that's not your intention. So humble down a little bit, okay? I don't know who that message is for out there, but like, if you do this shit, humble down. Guys, I literally cannot function in this heat. It's like 100 degrees in this car. Next reason why your personality is the problem is because you can't take criticism. You cannot do feedback. Now, I've struggled with this my entire life. I'm actually quite defensive as a person. You tell me that I'm doing something wrong and I will like immediately, like I'll just try to like flip it and be like, wow, you know, I've done this for so long until I realized one day I was like, okay, like maybe, just maybe these people are right. Like, what if people are just like telling me what they're seeing? What if people are just observing and they're just like, hey, so this is what I think? And that is actually true. You guys, people most of the time just tell us shit that they observe. They're not trying to be dicks, okay? They're not trying to be assholes. Like, a lot of times people just tell you exactly what they think of you. They tell you exactly what they see. And if you get defensive every single time, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should stop. Maybe this is a turning point for you where you're like, maybe they're right. Are they right? Are they right? Like, consider what the other person is saying. Now, there is a high possibility that these people, you know, they're crazy and they don't know what they're talking about. Or there is a possibility that there's some truth in what they're saying. But you really have to consider the feedback that they're giving you, the criticism that they're giving you. Maybe they're correct, especially when multiple people say the same exact thing about you. Okay, that's when I start to really lean in and I'm like, okay, if like 20 people are saying like something similar about me, that must mean that there's truth in that. That must mean that I come off this way to other people. So listen to other people and ask yourself the question, are they right? Is there some truth in what they're saying? And if there is, you can always modify it. You could always get better if you want to do that, right? But don't be doing this defensive shit. Like, if somebody tells you the truth about something, right? Just like the brutal, harsh reality, and you're going to be like, oh, it's because they're a hater. They're haters. They're hating on me. Don't be like these people because you literally cannot take a single grain of criticism, okay? I'm a tough love girly. I grew up on tough love. And when somebody acts that way towards me, when they give me tough love, I'm like, yeah, respect. Like, I get where you're coming from. You gotta understand that people a lot of times are looking out for you, especially when it's like your family, friends, and you know that they care about you and they've supported you and they've been there for you. Like, these people are trying to help you. Like, don't be so defensive about all this shit. Like, if everybody's a hater, you're probably the problem, okay? Next one is that you run from discomfort. When something is no longer easy or fun, you stop and you cry and you break down and you think the universe is against you. And now this is like where the victim mindset comes in. I told you this is all connected, okay? But this is where you break down and you're like, oh, I can't believe that this is not easy. Life is not easy, you guys, and I had to learn this the very hard way, but this is especially true, and this especially applies when you're literally doing things that would cause chaos, when you're literally doing things that would cause discomfort, okay? And I'm talking about things like, let's say you decided to move states or you decided to move countries. Like, even though that's like a good thing, quote unquote, at the end of the day, that's very uncomfortable. Like, you're going to be very uncomfortable. And like, I've moved around a lot, and I've noticed every single time that I moved, like, I had a purpose in why I moved. Like, I moved with a reason, and it's like overall a good thing. But moving in itself is such a bitch, and it made me so uncomfortable. And starting from scratch all over again with your job, with the people that you don't know anybody. Now you got to meet a bunch of new motherfuckers. You don't know where to live because you've never been to this place. Okay, so you're just choosing based on like what you think would be good. And there's a bunch of new shit that comes with moving around, right? But you guys, I would get so sad because I'm like, oh, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, this sucks. Like, I have to restart. I have to start from scratch. I have to meet new people. I don't have any friends. And I would literally sit there and be depressed and cry about it. But then I had to be like, wait, stop. But I did this to myself. Like, nobody forced me to move. I could stay in the same hometown for the rest of my life if I wanted to, right? I know everybody. I know the roads. I know the jobs. Like, I could do that. But to me, like, there's a reason why I moved. And so everything comes with the sacrifice. And the sacrifice with moving, for example, is that, yes, like, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to lose friends. You're going to make new ones. You're going to have to restart all the time. And it's very uncomfortable financially, right? But this is the risk that you have to take, okay? And apply this to any area of life. It doesn't have to be with moving. That's just like an example that I have for you guys. But do not run from discomfort. I need you to understand that, especially when you want to do like grandiose things in life, when you want to do something so great in your life, like, you're gonna have to be uncomfortable. Like, life is gonna put, like, you're gonna be in very uncomfortable situations. Like, it's gonna be in a place that you don't know, right? Or maybe you're gonna be around people that you don't know, and it's gonna feel really off, right? But your brain tries really, really hard to keep you in a place of comfort, because that is your brain's job. Your brain's job is to find the easiest way to do things. Your brain's job is to keep you safe and comfortable. If you put yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable, but you know it's for your highest good, like you're doing it for a good reason, there's reasoning behind it, your brain is going to try to talk you out of it. But don't run from this, you guys. Don't let this break you down. I spent years chasing comfort until I woke up 3 years later and I realized that I'm still in the same boat, that I still know the same people, that I still work the same job, that I'm still the same in all the ways that I don't want to be the same. I want to be different. And comfort is cute until then, until you wake up years later and you're like, shit, I'm still in the same shithole that I was 5 years ago, but here I am, fast forward 5 years of my life that I'll never get back, and here I am in the same shit. But seriously, stop being a pussy bitch. Have some resilience, okay? Shit's not going to be easy. Life is not supposed to be easy. Life is not supposed to be easy. I'm going to say it again. Life is not supposed to be easy. It's not easy. Life is not easy. You got to accept life with its terms and conditions that it's not fucking easy. It's gonna be a fucking bitch, okay? You're gonna have to learn how to navigate it. And if you ever want to do anything great in life, if you ever want to change and do better and be better, this heat is gonna kill me right here, right now. Do you guys see how shiny my face is right now, my body? Next reason why you're the problem is that you won't shut up and listen. You think you know it all. You think you have life figured out. You think that you've lived through enough experiences and you know shit because you've seen it all, or like whatever, blah, blah. Like, you know what you're doing. Nobody needs to help you with shit because you know what you're doing. You know, you don't need anybody else's opinion because you already know. That is the most egotistical shit that you could be on, okay? I'm telling you right now, no one ever knows what the fuck they're doing. No one ever knows what the fuck is going on, and that includes you, okay? You do not know it all. You don't have it all. Learn from other people. If you see that somebody is doing better than you in some criteria that you want to do better in, listen to that fucking person, okay? Stop with this egotistical, non-coachable bullshit that you're like, yeah, nobody can tell me what to do. I can't learn from anybody. Like, Like, you have to learn from other people in order to become better. Being a beginner at something doesn't make you a fucking loser. So drop this idea, okay? I used to feel uncomfortable with, like, not knowing something. Like, it would make me feel stupid if I was, like, around somebody that knew a lot about something or knew how to do something really well, and I didn't know how to do it as well as they did. I would actually feel, like, inferior. I would feel stupid. But then I was like, wait, but I can learn from this person. Like, I can use this as an opportunity to learn and become just as good as them, or maybe even better if I want to. There is no shame in starting from zero. There is no shame in learning from somebody else. Like, you have to learn. And the last one, so I can get out of my fucking car, is that you guys, you're fake. And not even towards other people, but you're fake towards yourself, okay? You people please, right? You say yes to people when you really want to say no. You stand for nothing. Like, you're very easily influenced. Like, you're not going to defend your best friend when they're in danger because you're too scared to be confrontational. You don't have any opinions. You're scared to voice your opinions. You're scared to be who you authentically are. That's why every time you're around other people, depending on who you're with, you mold yourself to them. So your morals change, your beliefs change, your thoughts. Like, you try to, like, mesh with other people so much, depending on who you're with. You to understand the type of damage that this creates, especially in your interpersonal relationships, okay? Nobody is ever going to feel safe around you if you're this, like, agreeable princess who doesn't have any opinions, okay, and you're always, like, constantly trying to, like, fit in with other people. Like, people are not going to feel safe around you because they don't know what the fuck your intentions are or who the fuck you really are. Like, I feel safest with people who are, like, very strong in their personality. Like, I feel very safe around people who, they are who they say they are, and their actions back it up and show it, okay? They don't back down, they don't hide. If they say something, they do it. If they say, like, oh, I believe in this thing, they stand firm on it. I love these people because these people are showing me exactly who they are, so I feel safer. I feel like I can rely on them. I feel like these people can protect me. Who I don't feel safe around is the person that's, like, trying to be liked by everybody, and it's so fucking obvious that this person is trying to be liked by everybody, and this person doesn't really have a personality of their own. Always remember that authenticity is the ultimate magnet. Like, yes, you may be an acquired taste. I know I am. I don't have a million friends, but also I don't need them. Even if you're an acquired taste, you're gonna find the people that, like, there's an audience for everybody, right? You're gonna find your people, so don't be ashamed to be who you really are. Don't be ashamed to express your beliefs. Don't be ashamed to have your opinions on things, even if they're strong opinions, even if you have a strong personality. Don't be ashamed of that. The right people will flock to you. The right people will find you. You guys, this was my video. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video.